Alright, yo, what's good? It's your boy Professor Miles, man. I decided to talk to you all today because I got something on my heart, and it really comes down to what I see is the major issue today in society that's probably really bothers me a lot. There's a lot of different things I think that are going on and handling, but I'm picking my poison because you can't fight every battle. But the battle I want to fight against is this false dream, right? Like there's this false dream that that college is just gonna save your life and change your life because you go to college and you go to school. Like, it's school, right? And here's the kicker. The kicker is that when you graduate, you had great grades. You had you were interning or president of this and did all that, and you're learning all these good skills. But the majority of people are just going to school, they're graduating, and they think that's it. They think that's it. And then they hit real life and they're like, oh crap, I need to try and figure out who I am. I need to figure out what I'm doing here. Like, what's my purpose on life? Like, you can begin that conversation. You can begin that conversation now. Like, you don't have to wait. Like, I think that's a conversation that needs to happen at 5 years old. I think it's a conversation that continues every single day because the majority of my friends who graduated college, some of them are incredibly content going to work, going home, calling it a day, going back to work, going home, calling it a day. And I'm just wired for more than that. Like, I just have a calling and a yearning that's more than that. So I make videos, I make documentaries, I write books. Like, I'm coming up with different contexts. I'm already thinking about the next phase. Like, when you get to school, you're gonna try and get a job. I'm already working on helping people get jobs right now. Like, that's what I'm doing currently. But I recognize how much education has affected people who are currently trying to get a job. So I'm talking about education because it's foundational. Like, 2017 is really about the foundational components of your life. Like, if your foundation is not strong, then you won't be strong. Now, when most people say that, and they're talking about foundations, like, they're talking about, like, your parents and your structure. No. I believe that when you turn 16, like, life is on you. It's on you. You got to make your decisions to be the best you. And if you make a decision and it's your fault, then you're gonna reach the consequences. And I'm black. Like, if I get arrested by the police once, even if I didn't do anything, I might end up spending 3-4 years in prison while they're trying to decide whether I'm innocent or guilty. And then they'll decide that I'm not. And that's something that tells me I have less chances in the world. So, and being African American, we're just held to a higher standard at this point, right? You have one chance before we take it away from you. Because sometimes, like I said before, the melanin may fit the crime. So regardless of what race you are, right? Whether you blue, black, orange, like our blue, black, orange, or blue, I think you need to recognize and understand that, like, you don't get time back. Like Kendrick Lamar once said, the judge make time. The judge make time. And that got me thinking, like, if the judge makes time, like, I need to make time. The judge is a person, but the person in charge of a system. And you need to build a system for yourself. And the system is your foundational components. So, like, for me, I talk about finances, fitness, food, and my faith. Those are my 4 foundational components. And, like, when those are straight and they're in alignment every single day, I succeed at a higher level. Every single time, because I took care of the basics that I need in order for me to achieve what I want to achieve, which is my dream and my life out here. So this is something that I'm saying to you. This is just for me, Miles. I just want you to know, I want you to understand that it's important you find your purpose in life, and the truth is you have to create your purpose in life, and you have to start being relentless towards it, and you have to start working towards it at a very high level. That's what I learned. And always believe in your journey, because your journey is made for you. If I would have believed that my professor who told me, Miles, you need to think about whether you need to be in grad school or not, and I would have took his advice to drop out and not take graduate school seriously, like, I don't know where I'll be. But what I do know is I decided to stay, regardless of the fact that I failed my first 3 papers. And I decided to continue to fight on in graduate school and became an advisor within 3-4 months of graduating. And then after that, became a professor a year later. I graduated when I was 22 with my master's. And then by 23, I was working as an academic advisor because I love to help people. And at 24, I was able to start teaching. And so I've seen what happens when you decide to not quit and you decide on what your purpose should be and then you go for it. It happens faster than you think. Like, we live in an instant gratification world. The reason you're not getting what you really want in life is because you haven't made a decision every day that that's what you want and you're willing to work for it. One, that's what you want. Two, you're willing to work for it. I want to be a professor. You need a PhD, you got to get up this program, you got to do all this. No. Actually, to teach on a university level, I don't need all those things because I did it without it. And those limits that you say, they don't exist for me. Say that to yourself. Those limits that you say, they don't exist for me. I have no limits. Like a master. Peace in the Afro Roots.